the other things about working in the city was we always had to deal with the surfers. And the surfers at T Street were really hard to deal with. You know, I really hated going down there. And I didn't have to go down there if I wasn't working that tower until they made me a lieutenant. And then it seemed like I would end up with illegal surfing stuff more than anybody else. So I would go down there and try to get the surfers to move. And, you know, we ended up taking a couple guys out of the water in handcuffs. And, you know, as a result of one of those things, the surfer that got ticketed went up on the next city council meeting, and he complained to the city councilman in a public forum that we were picking on the surfers and so on and so forth. So the city council directed Chief Hazard to respond to that. So the chief came down and, of course, hands the whole thing to me. So I turned around and did about a 3 or 4 day long research project on all of our miscellaneous activity cards, our yellow cards, and even some of the blue cards, because one of the things that would happen, especially at T Street, and it happened between 4, 5, 6 times a year at the most, a surfer, and this is before leashes, a surfer would go way out of the area on a hot wave and lose his board. The board would come washing in, and it would be skeg up, and for whatever reason, some little 12 to 14-year-old girl would go to bend over to stop the board, and it would dig a rail, pop up, hit her in the mouth, and snap her teeth off right at the gum line. Oof. Permanent teeth gone. Now this is long, many years, you know, before any kind of medical or dental application of, you know, false teeth or what do they call them now?
Implants.
The implants.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'd have that 4 or 5 times a year, and of course, you know, the surfer would never come in to get his board because he could see that there was a consternation going on in the water, you know, even if it was only knee deep and we were mm-hmm. treating somebody. And so those boards ended up going down to lifeguard headquarters, and some of them became junior lifeguard boards. And you know, the surfers were, you know, in this report, I come to find out that over 70%, about 71 or 72% of our time answering all different types of miscellaneous legal enforcements is being taken up by the surfers at T Street. So before the chief took that information back up to the city council, we put up some signs that we want to have a meeting at lifeguard headquarters with a bunch of surfers in the evening. So Stubbs said, good luck. He said, I don't think anybody's going to show up. Well, he was right. Even though we put the signs up and talked to guys, nobody showed up. So Hazard went back to the city council, and the next thing you know, the city council took the authority for us as the lifeguard department to regulate the area, where if there weren't very many swimmers on a weekday summer day, we'd let the surfers go till 10:30, 11 o'clock. Mm-hmm. City said, no, shut it down at 9 o'clock. Doesn't make any difference who's there, who isn't. You know, and then the lifeguards have discretion after 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, whatever it was. You decide when you want to open up the area. And but you know, it was a real time eater, you know, and we had plenty of other things to do besides trying to regulate that.